person. So can I get that back from you, please? Love that from you, please. For Tony K. Moore, everybody.
Right on. Thank you guys, everyone, for coming out. I much appreciate it. Yeah. I know I appreciate it because I'm the one putting the show on, so I really do appreciate everyone here. Growing up, I spent a lot of time up north. The only French I learned was the good stuff, you know, dans la tête. Those of you that don't know, I just asked you all to give me head. All of you in the parking lot after the show. Which ones? I'm big enough, I could be in Olin at the same time. That's right, you can tell by my demeanor, I run like the wind did. Yeah, I am definitely not a skinny person. I don't want to steal a line from somebody else, so I'm going to end that. So, no, I went to the doctor and he told me I got to lose weight and all that, and I've been trying hard so far. Since February last year, I'm down almost 44 pounds. What really kicked on my weight loss was I read a really good study, and it wasn't in the TikToks. I read it in a journal, so I know it was good. It said for every, 15 to 17 pounds you lose, you can gain up to an inch. So if you do the math, that's about 3 inches. I thought it was working because the other night my wife went, when we were having sex, and it turned out I was just on her hair. So, you guys ever had like a really weird fucking day? 3 days ago, I live in St. Catharines over in the Meriton area, and I was walking over to the Penn Center. Yeah, I walk. Well, more like a waddle. But I do. And this girl walks up, this really good-looking girl. Like, I'm talking, everyone in this room would line up to sleep with her because she was really good-looking. She handed me a piece of paper, and she goes, "Let me know," and kept on walking. So I quickly opened up the piece of paper. I'm like, oh my God, she gave me her number. And on it, it said something about, that totally lost my mind here. Okay. Foreskins are the best part of the penis. So I called my doctor and go, "Can I get it back on?" So I don't know if my wife will like that, but sometimes you gotta take a chance, right? I'm not the only one in this room married. So I am. Anybody here married for a really long time? Anything like more than less than 10 years? Yeah. No. Awesome. I met one guy and he said the secret to a happy marriage is keep her happy. Always do what she says. Right? Yes, wife, happy wife, happy life. Nope. I don't agree with that. My secret for a long marriage is you make sure you give her an orgasm every time. Woo! Don't you agree? Right? Wouldn't you love it if every time your partner gave you an orgasm? Now, whether she swallows it, wipes it off, spits it out, whatever, it's up to her. I give her one every time. Because I am not selfish. So, but as you guys can tell, I'm twisted, right? What kind of comedian isn't? During my weight loss adventure here, I decided I was going to join Weight Watchers. You two don't need to know about this. Neither do you guys. Holy fuck. So I know I'm the fugly one in the room. But anyway, so I went to Weight Watchers, and these couple girls there, they were really pissing me off because when they stood up, I couldn't see. New people start at the back of the room. So I decided I was going to get even with them. I got kicked out of the class yesterday because I went and I brought a bag of M&Ms. And as class started, and I couldn't see, I threw the M&Ms on the ground. That was the most radical fucking game of Hungry Hippo I've ever fucking seen. I tell you, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. So, but before I go, I want to share something with you guys. A few years ago, I got a call that I didn't want to hear. My doctor told me, "Bad news, dude, you're dying of cancer. You got really bad colon cancer." So I asked him what my options were, and he said, "Basically, you need surgery, you're going to die." So I went and had the surgery. 8.5 years later, I can stand here saying I do not have colon cancer. I beat it. So because of that, I get to go every year for a really advanced physical. one thing I wish my wife, yeah, I'm married. I got 7 kids. Yeah, I refuse to pull out. It's not my fault, I love playing with the box they come in. Anyway, so I go for my physical every year. I know what I gotta do. One thing I wish my wife would have told me was the stirrups, when you move them out, they lock. I am not a skinny guy by any means. So I'm sitting in this thing, I'm naked, sitting on the table. I'm curious, I put my foot in the stirrup, put my foot in the other stirrup, and I moved one out, and it locked. So as I went to lean forward to unlock it, this leg shot out the other direction. That's when my fucking doctor walked in. I am spread fucking eagle, balls, everything hanging out. He says nothing. Not a fucking thing. And to make it worse, I'm fucking hairy. So he washes his hands, and then he's going to start checking with the hernia. For those who don't know, they grab your balls, they tell you to cough. So there I am, spread fucking eagle. He's got a hold of my balls. He just washed them in the coldest water in the universe. And guys, we all know what happens when things get cold. Okay, so I'm not the only one. So all I could get out was it. He looked up at me. I looked down at him. That's when the magic happened. Has anybody, put your hand up if you guys ever, fucking please say somebody else did. Have you guys ever involuntarily winked at someone? It wasn't a little. It was a prolonged. So I'm like, oh my fucking God, what am I gonna do? So I did the first thing that I thought of as a guy was someone hanging on to my junk. Put my hand on his head. And then as he went to speak, I rubbed my fucking fingers through his hair. So we're dating now, I just haven't told my wife. My wife just thinks I go for a lot of tests. Anyway, that was my time, guys. Thank you so fucking much for coming out. I did it with all my heart. You thought I was going to do it. No. Everybody, be my man.